Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. So, guys, how would you like to be able to reset your entire immune system? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Well, you can. It wouldn't cost you a dime. It wouldn't cost you a penny to reset your entire immune system. All you have to do is fast for 72 hours, and then you can reset your entire immune system. And there's been numerous studies done on this over the years. And this is citing one from the University of Southern California, in which it shows for a fact that fasting for 3 days can have a significant improvement in your overall body's health. The 6-month study was done on both mice and humans who are currently going through chemotherapy. So those people are extremely immune suppressed. And they noticed a significant improvement in their health as the white blood cells and other toxins in the body were flushed out over the course of the fast. When you starve, the system tries to save energy, and one of the things it can do to save energy is to recycle a lot of the immune cells. So it's a process called autophagy. And this is something that in our society, our modern society, one of the benefits of our modern society has been that we have so much food available to us. But nature and the way we used to live was such that we would go through periods of feast and then famine. And this is not necessarily a bad thing because it gives the body time to process diseased cells, cancerous cells. Why do you think cancer is so prevalent in our society, with almost 1 out of every 2 people going to get it at some time in their life? Well, it's because, for one, we have an overabundance of toxins in our environment. We're exposed to so many toxic items. And for 2, most of us eat too often. And obviously, many of us eat far too much as well. So our society has been, one in which we're brought up thinking about nutrition. Well, those of us that do care about our health. And so we try to eat hopefully we are trying to eat balanced meals. Yet, one of the healthiest, strongest, most positive things we can do is simply abstaining. So many religious traditions abstain as part of a regular cycle of things. As we have seen from so many of our different religious traditions. And when you need to get a solid answer on something or looking for direction, serious direction in our life, many of us, I for one, will simply fast and meditate, or we can fast and pray. But fasting has been something that has been with us forever, and it can do amazing things for the body. More than just saving energy, when you go into this state and your body is ready to start to break down, things in your tissues, your fat, and as well as the proteins, because it's going to need some of the proteins to break down, the first thing your body looks for is anything that is not functioning optimally. So things like cancer cells would be the first thing that the body is going to break down when it needs to break down cells for energy and cells for basically rebuilding proteins as well. So this is such a beautiful system, and it's one that has been given to us in a natural way, but with our ability to eat nonstop, and many of us, eating 3 meals a day and then snacking, you're never giving your body a chance to break down the diseased cells. And so they accumulate, and thus we get cancer. And that's just one of the ways that cancer happens. But it's just basically, it's not allowing your body the time to break down the things that need to be broken down. One of the things we can do to increase our lifespan, in fact, the thing that shows up time and time again as a way to increase your lifespan, perhaps as much as 6 or 7 years, is to basically undereat. So if your body is used to keeping your weight at, say, 2,000 calories, let's just pick an arbitrary number. If 2,000 calories keep your body weight stable, if you go ahead and reduce that to 1,400 calories, at first you will lose some weight, then your body will adapt. And what will happen over time is, though, that this caloric restriction, because that's what the technique is called, caloric restriction, will end up enabling your body, for one, to clean out diseased cells, but also it will put less wear and tear on your body. Your body is almost like a vehicle. It is a vehicle. And just like a car, if we constantly are running it nonstop and we're not changing the oil, we're going to have problems. And we need time to rest. We need time for the body to go into the state where it can create this autophagy and break down these cells and clean them out. And so this is a beautiful thing. And so when we fast for a prolonged period of time, your body uses stored glucose, fats, and produces ketone bodies that are especially good for your brain to keep you going. And then you flush out anything that your body doesn't need, like damaged cells and toxins. When you eat regularly, harmful toxins in the body can attach themselves to these fats and live on. But when you fast, your body is forced to lighten itself. It's like survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. So this is part of it. Ketosis is what happens. Our body goes into ketosis, which means that we're breaking down the ketones, which are stored in the body fat. And that's a beautiful thing. Your body becomes fat adapted, because most of us are just usually storing body fat. And body fat is where toxins are stored. So again, you want to be as lean as possible. The more body fat we have on us, the more toxins are in our system. So again, being lean, it is going to increase the chance of longevity. Also, periodic fasting most definitely can help. And if you're fasting for 72 hours, you end up resetting your entire immune system. It's a beautiful, amazing thing. And this chart just shows you what happens as we fast. So we have stem cells that get basically rebooted as well. And you know the power of stem cells. Stem cells are powerful healing force in our body. As we see here, so many people are glucose sensitive, and the pancreas creates insulin in response to sugars being brought into the body. Too many of us are taking in sugars all the time. If you want to increase your health and decrease your pain and suffering, decrease simple sugars as far as your intake. Simple sugars are not good for our body. And, most of us are taking in far too many of them. And we see the cases of diabetes. Look at diabetes and how it has increased, adult onset diabetes. It's a symptom of a sick society. It's a symptom of a society that's out of balance and not eating the right way. So one of the things that happens is we could lower our sensitivity. We can also create autophagy, and one of the other benefits of autophagy, as that increases, as we see this color right here and this line right here, is that human growth hormone is produced. Human growth hormone is the fountain of youth, and you see that peak at 72 hours, 3 days, and then it starts to slowly decline. And as we see the purple line here, this is the immune reboot and musculoskeletal stem cells that get going as well. The benefits are incredible. Obviously, weight loss, and then ketones. As we are no longer taking in sugars, we are just burning body fat, and that is a great thing as well. And so a 72-hour fast is an amazing thing. And then if you could even make it out to 5 days, you will have done your body just so much good. Now, some people will say, I'm going to have blood sugar problems. And, it's because you're toxic. And, the less toxic you are, the less it will feel hard and difficult to do. And it gets easier in time. Now, a lot of people can start out with intermittent fasting, and we've talked about that at length before as well. And 16-8 is a very, very popular system for intermittent fasting. Basically, you eat in an 8-hour window, so you might eat your first meal at 10 a.m. and your last at 6. That's not so difficult, is it? That's not difficult at all, but that'll give you 16 hours in which your body can rest. Now then you could extend that out and go to only eating in a 6-hour window, or even going even farther to eating only in a 4-hour window. And again, that just gives your body more time to clear out toxins and to rest and to recoup, and just extend it out as time goes on. Quite often, Cindy and I will only eat 1 meal a day, and that's not a stretch for us. And usually we actually eat in about a 6-hour window, I would say is typical. So yeah, a 3-day fast can reset your immune system. So we're only talking about taking in water or black coffee or herbal teas. And that's basically it. Tea and herbal teas. That's really it. You're not adding any sugar. You're not adding any milk or cream. We want to just go through with those things. And as you see here, fasting triggers stem cell regeneration of damaged old immune system. I truly believe that we have the potential to live much, much longer and much, much healthier than we do. And this is one of the biggest keys. Again, some of the benefits, this is of intermittent fasting, but it's the same thing for fasting as well. Stimulates brain function, improves heart function, increases fat metabolism, help prevent cancer, promote weight loss, boost your immune system, and improve glucose tolerance. So you won't get those sugar headaches because you need to eat now. Again, it's been, whatever it's been, 4 hours. And it's just an amazing tool. So simple to do. Doesn't cost you a dime. So again, I got to ask you, if you could basically reset your entire immune system in 72 hours, why not do it? Why not do it? So my friends, as always, I want to thank you for your support on Patreon. I invite everybody to come join us over there. Even just $1 a month can help keep the channels going, or support us on Ko-Fi. And I hope you are subscribed to our second channel as well, EEARTS. As always, my friends, stay healthy out there. Look at alternative health techniques and ways to increase your longevity, and also just basically feeling better. One of the other things too is inflammation. And again, this will reduce inflammation throughout the body, as inflammation is the cause of almost all dis-ease. As always, my friends, God bless and namaste.